Welcome, and thank you for joining me for another Random Gaming News, where today I have a couple of quick mentions for you here, and then we're going to get into the main story, which is some weird news about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Make sure you guys are checking out those links in the description to help out the channel, and also, check me out over on the other social medias that I don't have here. That's right, no witty remark here today about it, just go ahead and check out those links. Please share this video so that way you guys help out the channel, hit the like button if you guys did enjoy today's video, subscribe with the bell icon turned on for more content like this, and let's go ahead and start the video. It would seem that fall has come early because if you boot up Animal Crossing New Horizon, you would actually see that the game is now in the fall season, out of that summertime joys. This just means that there are loads of new bugs and fish to catch, as well as a bunch of new DIY recipes to collect to make your island into a fall paradise this season. So if you guys are into Animal Crossing, it does look like that they are putting out a bunch of new content updates and things along those lines, so don't miss out on that. Go ahead and boot up Animal Crossing so you can get that fall stuff going. Next, we have CD Projekt Red and Cyberpunk 2077 coming to the Tokyo Game Show, or TGS, with the next episode of Night City Wire. TGS has already carved out a spot for the new episode on September 26th at 2 p.m. at JST, which is actually 12 a.m. for me, so I guess I'll be having a long day that day, but I will love to see what's in store next, as we did get a lot of information from the last episode of this, and it did show us, how the world's actually going to work, how you're going to start off and that kind of thing, the guns and some upgrades, so it'd be nice to see a little and learn a little bit more maybe about what exactly Keanu Reeves' character is going to be doing, rather than laying down some of those sick vocals for his band. Now on to the meat and potato of today's video, and it's just some weird news coming about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, which I'm actually just going to shorten to Black Ops Cold War just for the sake of not having to say it for the rest of this video. And we start with an article from Kotaku claiming that the recent trailer for Black Ops Cold War at Gamescom actually promotes far-right conspiracy theories. What? When reading of this article, it just hit me that this guy is doing, kind of two things when writing this article. First, he's trying to make connections for things that actually just shouldn't be connected, like how the trailer shows an interview from a KGB defector and Yuri Bezmenov, which describes how the Soviet Union would actually use active measures that are actually meant to destabilize the country without using any military force, and that the game is being a sort of dog whistle to legions of reactionaries who consider an attempt of establishing social equality as a proof of a far-right conspiracy theory known as cultural Marxism. Okay. Second, he's just kind of, just trying to make people upset by using big words and big things that are scaring people. Ian Walker's the guy that wrote this article, and he actually wrote another article yesterday, and this is actually the first line of the article. Shit sucks. Our government continues to expand the bounds of fascist power. So, like I said, it just kind of seems that this guy is just using big bad words to get people upset into his way of thinking, and I just don't fall for it. This just reminds me of when, big gaming news outlets got mad at Cyberpunk 2077 for having a transgender ad on their game, which doesn't make sense because that's kind of the whole stitch of Cyberpunk genre, but whatever. Or, when actually Ubisoft didn't use Far Cry 5 to actually burn Trump. Because video games, I don't really think that people really understand, what's going on with video games, stuff like that anymore, it seems like, because we have big news outlets trying to push a political agenda on people or trying to push their own ideals onto everybody rather than just reporting the facts of, what the fuck's going on the video game news and what's happening with this goddamn company over here. Instead, we gotta get articles like this that try to push their fascist or communist agenda on us, because with this guy writing these kind of things, it doesn't make me feel patriotic. All it's doing is kind of pissing me off that thinks that he can actually write articles or make connections about things like this and continue to do it on a site that is a big reputable news source for gaming outlets around the world. I think it's something that they need to take into consideration before making these kind of articles. I know this is more of an editorial kind of thing where it's more of his opinion, but it's still on the website and people wouldn't necessarily know that unless they looked up in the top right hand corner or left hand corner of the screen there. So a lot of people aren't going to do that kind of thing. So it's one of those things that we need to take caution with these kind of news outlets nowadays, because it would just seem that Kotaku is a big factor when it comes to these kind of things, where they are just writing news article after news article like this that just does damage without actually proving anything to it, because throughout this entire article, it really did not prove his facts. He just sounded like he was mad that they use this interview in their ad, which doesn't make any sense because it's okay to use controversial things inside of advertisement to entice people to want to buy the game, and that's what they were doing by using a KGB operative describing what destabilization happens with the actual Soviet Union that was happening during the Cold War, because this game is all about the Cold War and how America overcome it. Alright, before I get too much more ranty there, let's move on to the second story from Black Ops Cold War, because it's just as upsetting. So it would seem that Activision actually removed the Tiananmen Square footage that they had in their trailer. They had like a 2-minute long trailer that then seemed to get, banned from China, and then they go ahead and remove that trailer, make another 1-minute long trailer that actually took all the Tiananmen Square footage out of it, and, reposted it worldwide. And I get why they might do some of these things, because China is one of the world's largest gaming markets, but it just goes to show the kind of thing that they're doing from Activision Blizzard, where they are willing to bend a knee to these kind of powers rather than standing up for, what they've said they stand for there, as far as, freedom of speech and allowing people to voice their own opinions and everything. And this is just echoed from like last year whenever they had the Hearthstone player Blitzchung, who was actually banned from all tournaments just for pretty much saying free Taiwan. And does anybody else feel the ironic, situation that Activision Blizzard has got themselves into with this, where they're making a game about America fighting these kind of communist thinking in ways, and they're actually bending their knee and, allowing this to happen to them through the communist ways. Well, that's my video for today. Leave your thoughts about everything down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Hit the like button to let me know that you guys are enjoying these videos. Make sure you guys are checking out those links in the description for all the social media stuff, including the one that helps me out. Please share this video to help out the channel the most. Subscribe with the bell icon turned on for more content like this, and have a wonder-filled fucking gaming night.